All right. So we're back with It's Funny Budcast. And yes, I know we did not say that was the name of it last time. I fucked that up. And that's okay. Sometimes people make mistakes. So now we are officially the It's Funny Budcast. And we're going to tell you about the origin story someday. But for now, it's the Funny Budcast or It's Funny Budcast. So, again, I'm Chris.
I'm Ryan. And I'm Mike.
And we all have new mics now, so nobody can complain. For now. Until I break one. So, today, I wanted to start with something a little different than what we did last time, because it was the holiday season, or it was the Halloween season, and now it's the holiday season. So, I wanted to ask, are you guys going to be getting any of the new consoles coming out, like the Xbox Series X or the PS5, or not, and why?
I'm eventually going to do both.
That's
I'm
what I'm
definitely
gonna
going to do
try to
both because I had both last time.
I got both now.
I'm probably going Xbox first, though. Ooh. I'm an Xbox guy. So.
Ooh.
I would think you would go Xbox first, right?
Nah.
No? But you like the mods.
I do. But as far as a pure gaming console, ever since I switched, remember I used to have an Xbox One. Like my first next gen, the third gen was an Xbox, but I traded it in for a PlayStation 4, and that was like the best decision of my entire life.
For God of War.
Yeah. I'm not even fucking lying. Like, that's what's going to determine whether I get it or not. If God of War 5 comes out and it's only on PlayStation 5, it's going to take a while because I'm trying to get a house.
Well, yeah.
So like,
you'll still be able to play it on PS4 though. More
I hope that's what
what they're gonna do.
That's what they would do.
If
well,
they're gonna,
Sony's not going to just like let that shit happen.
because the next gen's not fully here yet. So
Right.
from what I've seen about people unboxing and reviewing them, it's kind of like the Xbox.
Are they out right now?
Reviewers have them. So tech guys and reviewers, they all have one right now, and a PlayStation for some of them. So this guy Austin Evans, he said that the Xbox Series X is like Xbox One X 0.5. So it's not like, what I'm saying is it's not crazy. They can do ray tracing in 8K, but you have to have an 8K TV and a TV capable of ray tracing. So God of War is probably going to come out on PS4 and PS5.
If that's the case, then I'm probably not going to get one then, because because I always like to wait. Because just like I hate getting those consoles when they first come out.
Right.
Because
I had a day one Xbox.
I would get a day one Xbox for this one. So looking back now, I would hate to have a day one Xbox One X because it's big and chunky and it looks like it just wouldn't run well anymore.
Because like what are you gonna like? I like having options like when I play video games, like especially if it's a new console. Every new console I got like 4, 5, 6 different like legit good games that I wanted to play. Like when I first got the PlayStation 4, I got Destiny. I got Uncharted because everyone was saying, yo, you have to play Uncharted. Like Uncharted lit as shit. Games. I got the Uncharted Special Edition when I got my PlayStation 4. So I got all the Uncharted, the Nathan Drake collection for free. So I played all those. I keep
trading that in.
Yeah. Speaking of,
I've gotten to the first. I only played. Everyone says the second one is really, really good.
Uncharted?
Uncharted
that's like the best one.
The first one.
That's the most exciting one. The first one's good, but it's really slow and the controls are really
I've only beaten and played. I lied. I played the second one and I played the fourth one that came out. Just
fourth one was good too. Third one was
4.
okay at
the
best.
Fourth one was really. I enjoyed the fourth one more than the second one. So Uncharted 4, I got that, and then I got God of War, I got Infamous.
Good game.
Infamous.
Oh, I forgot about that series. Yo, that's an excellent.
You know what I mean?
PlayStation exclusive. There's 3.
There's 3.
Yeah, there's Infamous Second
So
Son,
what I did
and then
that
there's
night
another
is
spinoff.
So what I did that night is I got all those games, and I had a PlayStation 4 too. I downloaded all of them overnight, and then the next day I just smoked and I just played all. I just switched up different games. It was like, but when I first got this shit, like that's what I did when I got my Xbox. I waited till a couple games came out. I got like Dead Rising 3, which I thought was dope. I got
Dead Rising 3 was crazy.
I got Rise Set of Rome.
I heard that game was trash.
You keep telling me how good that game is. He really likes that game.
It's short. That's what it is. It's short. It's short. If they would actually the story isn't that good, but the gameplay
was wild.
Was fucking crazy.
That's like the game that made me want to get a Xbox, but Like I didn't right away.
If they made it longer and the story was more thought out and better, like damn, like that could have been Xbox's next version of fucking God of War if they wanted to. Like, but the story and it was short. It was like only fucking like 3-5 chapters, and like they're short chapters. Like you could beat the game in like 4 hours.
Or you could just watch 300 and get the same cinematic experience.
Yeah, but it's just like that rush. Yeah, but it's
one,
like that rush. Like I always, because those are the type of games I always wanted to have. Like when you feel that rush, jumping off a fucking boat on a beach in fucking Rome and shit, where they got the swords and shit. Like you do all that shit.
You like games where there's a lot of what's it called when you parkour? You like parkour style stuff.
Not even that. Like I like those fucking games where it's like old school, like Roman times and fucking gods medieval and shit, times. Like where you like fucking slicing niggas' heads off and shit. Like I like the medieval time shit.
That's why I like Dark Souls 3 so much.
You gonna fuck with that new Assassin's Creed then?
Valhalla.
Fucking Valhalla, yo. I haven't played Assassin's Creed since Black Flag.
That was a good one.
But I didn't even play Origins.
I tried to play Origins, the one in Egypt, and it sucked.
Yeah, because
it didn't suck. It was good, but it was too bright. Like I literally couldn't stand looking at it.
It was the fucking controls, man. And when it all went downhill when they made that one where he was in France.
You're talking about they had it at like Five Below, and I resold it to GameStop a few times.
It wasn't like a number, right?
Syndicate?
It was like
no, Syndicate was when they were in Britain. That one was okay, but it was boring.
The one in France was with the girl, right? You could play as the girl or the guy?
No, that's London. That's Syndicate. Okay.
So Assassin's Creed Origins, Syndicate.
Damn, yeah, we're really sitting here like we ain't got
the power of the internet,
technology
in our hands. Well, I thought it was funny that you brought up Destiny earlier because I looked up a fun fact about it, and apparently it's the highest budgeted game like of all time. And it's like $500 million went into that game, and I'm like, what? Like I played that game religiously, and now it's just trash to me.
Rogue, I'm sorry.
Assassin's Creed Rogue?
No, that's not it. It's not it. I'm sorry.
Assassin's Creed Tomb Raider. Let's see if I can.
Wait a minute. So hold on. Going back to what you said about Destiny.
I looked it up. I was just curious, like what games have had the most budget? Like because I was something on YouTube. Somebody was talking about budget for movies, and I was like, they were talking about like The Rock or Mel Gibson or something. Like Passion of the Christ was supposed to be $45 million. Not to get off topic, we have other topics we're going to talk about. Unity, yeah, Assassin's Creed Unity.
That was trash. I played like the first mission. It was done.
Is that the one with the chicken there too?
That's Syndicate. I paid halfway through, but the story was boring.
To finish off before I go back on topic, basically Mel Gibson self-produced, meaning paid for, Passion of the Christ for $45 million. This fool made $475 million off of that. He made $400 million plus himself because nobody would pick it up. Nobody would make it for him. Anyways.
That was a good ass movie though.
It was. Even I'm not even Christian like that anymore, and it was.
I am. They did an outstanding job on that movie.
I don't really remember it like that. I remember.
I wasn't allowed to watch it. My mom kept me from watching any R-rated
that crucifixion
movies.
Scene that they did, dude.
That was sad.
Was like, God,
that made me cry.
Like screaming and shit. You're like, yo.
You could tell the dude was really in pain. It makes you wonder if they hurt him.
Really hurting. Like,
just like because you know how you could. Y'all been to church when y'all was little. You heard about the crucifixion of Jesus, how like brutal it was.
Yeah, of course.
But you know what I mean. You heard how Jesus was crucified. Like Christians make it seem like it was the worst thing ever.
Yeah, bro. I've been to every type of church. White or black, you know what I mean? Or Hispanic churches. They all make it sound like it's the end of times.
Yeah, and you see like
and it sucks because he was a good guy.
Yeah, and then like you see like the Easter plays and shit, and it's just like like I get it, but I can't see it.
They can't show these. They can't show these kids that homeboy got slaughtered essentially.
Dog, it was bad. Like his meat and like his rib cage and shit was coming out of his fucking skin.
His meat.
It was crazy. Like, yo.
You think Jesus ever ever risky text anyone at like 1 a.m.?
They play it.
Risky text.
They play this movie
to marry the whore, like,
every year.
What's bracket?
Every year on Easter, they play this movie a marathon. Like, remember? Christmas?
Oh, is it like a Christmas?
Yeah. I'm not lying.
I'm sorry, I clipped.
It is a fucking 24-hour Passion of the Christ fucking palooza.
Passion of the Christ.
It's just like a Christmas story. It's just
Andrew Douglas.
Don't do drugs, kids.
All right, let's reel it in a little. I've been told we went off the rails a little last time, and I don't want anyone. Yeah, We went from talking about Hollow Man and Halloween movies to we were talking about Dragon Ball Z. After Ryan brought up the titty scene in Hollow Man, we talked about Dragon Ball Z for like 45 minutes. He said X videos.
The only thing I would actually spend one if I would get it, like I would actually pay top dollar for it, if it is the God of War Ragnar fucking edition of it, where it's like has the logo on it and everything.
And the stuff you love.
Yeah, that's
that's
the
why
only
we're vastly
one.
different. Because you know me, I'll see something shiny and I'll be like, "Yo, that's hype.
Oh,
I
that shit
love the way
drops
that
the
looks."
10th, bro?
What?
The Xbox?
So yeah, the Xbox drops November 10th. PlayStation 5 drops the 12th, and I have No, you can't. Because they're not available. Well, you have to get Xbox All Access. That's the renting. You save like $20 over 2 years. It's EIP. That's a phrase we use at our job.
Fuck on
It's EIP with Xbox One Ultimate. So
$35 a month.
that's
I'd
worth
rather
it.
just buy that
No,
one.
I did the math. So if you want Xbox Ultimate as well, that you save $20 over 2 years. So you're getting what you want and you're saving like $20, but you're getting the premium, monthly. I do that because I have
Actually,
I have
know.
access
Can I
to it
just
on my
pay this
computer.
joint off? I'm not looking at it. If
Not
I can
through
just pay
that.
this joint off whenever, then I'll do it this way.
Damn, tonight's the Christmas party. I brought my gift. You fucking dick. Yo, and then you forget the one dude who can actually, who fits the MO to come into the store and shoot all of us. He does it to that guy.
I hate you
Edwin,
so
right?
fucking
Edwin,
much.
Yeah.
right?
I hate this motherfucker.
I think
So
one of my
here's the-
favorite T-Mobile
Here's the
jokes,
catch
though.
about that, though. There was a group text sent out about the Christmas party, and I didn't pay attention to that because I was still getting taught how to do stuff. And then it's like, oh, hey, you want to come pick you up? Yeah, bro, that'd be lit.
Yo,
and then it's, hey, the Christmas party
Hold on,
tonight. Why don't
hold
you
on,
have your gift?
hold on, hold
Can
on,
we stop at
hold on.
Walgreens? Fuck you.
First off,
says no.
it was holiday time. They closed early at that time. Hold on, and it was a weekend on top of that. It was a
This is my
Saturday
first
night.
retail job.
On top of that, Chris, you know I was picking you up for our Christmas party.
No, I knew you were picking me up.
Yo,
I didn't. Well, you know
yeah,
what?
yeah,
I did know
We
you
were
were picking
meeting
me up
up
for the
with
Christmas
Julian.
party.
You
So
did.
I knew he was picking me up for the Christmas
See?
party, but I
See?
didn't know we were
Yo.
doing the gift exchange
Yo.
because Julian made it sound like it was different than
You
that.
would have gotten a pass. You would have gotten a pass if you honestly didn't know it was the night of the Christmas party.
Damn, I
You
definitely
knew
remember.
I picked
definitely
you up
knew that.
and we were going to an event for Christmas with Julian
I knew
for dinner.
You know what's crazy? Dead to rights. You got me. I knew for a fact we were going
Yo,
to Christmas
And he
party.
thinks I was being an asshole to him just to be an asshole. Dog, you knew we were going
you
to a
were-
Christmas
You were
party.
being an asshole. You
had
didn't
that
stop
shit.
at Walgreens.
So you didn't already have the shit at all. Like,
No, we didn't have
No.
nothing.
I was broke. I just
Mike,
got my first real
Fasten
decent
your seat.
job.
You never heard this story?
I remember hearing the story,
Oh,
but I
dog.
don't remember hearing all the other
Hate this
Dog.
shit to
motherfucker.
it.
Yo,
man.
yo, fasten your seatbelt. This is what he does. Hold up. You want to bring up the chicken story? Oh, no.
I just want to know what about the chicken story. I think our viewers would like it.
Yo, fasten your fucking seatbelts, dog. We're about to go on a roller coaster ride. I gave him shit for how long?
Like 2.5 years.
To the point, like, where, dog, you have to make this right. Like, dog, you really do.
He's just
Yo.
the one dude that will come in and shoot the fucking
He
store
gave me
up.
so
Yo.
much shit that I
Yeah.
actually thought the dude
Funny.
was really mad at
Bro.
me. I don't know. I still don't know if he was
Edwin
to this day.
looked like he fit the MO of someone who will go into a
That one
place
was
and shoot.
cool, bro.
He was cool. He was cool, but it's
But he
just like
fits the
if that
MO of a
happened-
guy-
He didn't fuck with our manager. Like
He's
that.
Edwin fits the MO of a guy who just
He
one day
didn't.
will be like, I've had enough of this shit
He
and just
didn't.
go off.
He didn't. Edwin was just like if that was to happen, it would probably be Edwin. Because he only was there for half an hour. He was in the back all day. Like, he was quiet, you know what I mean? And he had to deal with Julian all day. Like, you know what I
Doing
mean?
all this shit that he
That's
wasn't
the
supposed to be
perfect
doing.
combination to make a school shooter.
Right, exactly. And
A violent
and
criminal.
he was an English teacher at a Christian school.
Now he's a science teacher.
Oh, even worse.
So he knows like fucking.
He could possibly bomb the
I'm
fucking
saying
building
do
and we
some
don't even
weird-
fucking know.
Yeah.
That guy. So that
Walter White
MO.
shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Julian sends out a text message, and he even said it the day of because he was hyped because this I only hung out with Julian once outside of work, and that was it.
But here's the thing. To be fair, the text you're about to bring up did not get received on my phone.
Hold on.
I didn't receive it.
That day, I'm like, yo, do you want to ride with me to the Christmas dinner? He was like,
Good
all right,
plan.
lit. Yeah, I'll pick you up because we live right next door. That's when we first started getting cool. I was like, yo, I'll come scoop you since you live right there. I'll drive. He was like, all right, cool. So I'll pull up, pick them up. I'm like, yo, where's your present? He was like, what do you mean? I said, yo, it's a Christmas dinner. Like, we're going, like, you knew tonight's a Christmas dinner. He was like, oh, yeah, shit. He was like, wait, we're supposed to give gifts out tonight?
No. I will give you this.
Were
It was
tonight?
it was
We're
like
supposed to
halfway
bring
through the
our
drive.
gifts tonight?
It was already too late.
We were like,
in Wilmington.
We were in
It was like-
Wilmington. I'm like, yo, where's he? Because he looked in the back and was like, and saw a gift. Because I had stopped to like Walgreens. I got, you know how they got those already made fucking gift bags and shit. I just ran in there, grabbed the fucking Starbucks one, threw it in the bag, and said, this is it. We'll get to that later in the story. Julian's reaction to this fucking gift. You would think it was fucking.
You would think it was solid gold or $1 million.
He was like,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
no, he was like, I really appreciate this. Like, it was like,
He was hyped.
He got
he
a
was
heart.
hyped.
That's
His
how he
heart
was
got a
with,
boner.
Kristen next year, right?
I know. yo, hold up. I got his ass back for that shit too. 2 years in a row. This is how bad this story is. I got his ass for 2 years back to back.
The second year was crazy because everyone
That
knew about it but me.
shit was hilarious.
Yo,
bro.
and I
That
was
was
going.
Wonderful
Yo,
video
you know what's
for
wild?
bro.
That's like-
you know what's funny? You know what's
I
funny?
got him that
I
and
was
a $10
gone.
gift card.
I was gone and I wasn't even there. And for that shit to happen and I was the cause still, that shit is golden. Yo, that shit is golden.
You would have been better if you were there, dog. I feel like
I
you would
would've
have
lost my
been.
fucking
You would have got
mind
kicked
if Ryan
out.
was
We would have
there,
all
bro.
got kicked
I would
out.
have been like, yo, I gotta go to fuck home now, bro.
Yeah.
Like, this shit was
Hilarious.
crazy.
Hilarious. But that's it. But again, I can't really take the blame on that one, but we'll get there. So
Yes,
we're
you
on-
can. You
we're on-
lied
we're
to
on-
me.
We're on that. I didn't. I thought you knew it was just a joke. You know how you
Jokes
just-
are lies.
You know how you just joke about something like, y'all bet this nigga fucking eats fucking toes and shit like that just to clown niggas. Like, it wasn't
Yeah,
real.
but here's the thing. He said, I bet this motherfucker. I don't know. Who cares? I don't care at this point. I bet this motherfucker eats like jars of Nutella or something. And
No,
I'm like-
Ryan said that shit one fucking time. We all laughed. We was like, "Oh, that's fucking funny." Ryan said that, you know.
Yeah,
Jordan has a
I didn't
fucking
hear it that
fascination
time.
with fucking
It got
Nutella.
so that
It's
joke
a random fucking thing from the lake, and we just thought it was
when
fucking
he
funny.
told it, it
We
was
all got
random.
that shit,
But I wasn't there when
he
told it.
Yo,
The key is I
yo,
wasn't there.
Yo, but
I
to-
wasn't
to,
there.
To be honest,
And then
with
it got
you,
passed on to me. I was like, oh, he likes
with you,
Nutella.
To be honest with you, you can't even call me an asshole, dog.
I knew what was going on. I
He
think
is
Frankie
an
knew what was
asshole
going on.
number one for
do
even getting this nigga this shit.
I got him a 1 gallon jar of
Well,
Nutella.
I was gonna say, wait a minute. So let's
Hold up, let's look
let
at that
me-
video again.
Let me find this. I'm gonna find this video. We're probably gonna pull it up at some point.
Hold on, but let me get to the point where why I did this to him for the last 2 years. So we're on the middle of 95. He just realized that we're supposed to bring gifts to a Christmas dinner that we're
Fuck
going
you.
to. I'm like, dog, what do you like? He was like, yo, can you pull? I'm like, dog, everywhere is closed. It's always like 9:30. Like, yo, you're beat. Like, it's over. He was like, yo, I gotta get him. I was like, who do you got? He was like, Edwin. I'm like, oh.
I should have said someone else. I should have said Brandon.
This
Be
is
like,
what
didn't
he
come.
does. I don't think Brandon was there yet. Brandon was the
Mm.
second year, but Brandon never made it with. I think Frankie just got hired there.
Yeah, I would have to say Frankie then.
And I don't think you were hired just yet.
No, I wasn't there yet.
So he goes on his
I
phone.
think I was. I just didn't go. I just didn't go to that dinner.
I don't think you.
Yeah.
I don't think. Yeah, probably.
I didn't go to that dinner. He
I think
asked
you were
me-
fresh. I think
I
you
was
were new.
I was like brand new, and I was like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm not gonna come because I don't
Yeah.
really know nobody.
Yeah, dog. He says, "What does Edwin like?" I said, "I don't fucking know. Like, only thing I do to Edwin is just move his chair every fucking day. That's all I do.
I
Asshole.
don't talk to that motherfucker.
I do. I don't talk
not
to
my
him.
people.
I really don't. Like, I talk to him every once in a while. Like, we're friends on PlayStation, but like,
Same.
I don't even.
I
I've
wonder if
never.
he's
I just
tracked
say
my
what's up,
IP
Edwin,
address
and
yet.
that's it. Like, I never talk to him. So I'm like, dog, I don't know. He's like, I think he likes books. I'm like, oh, okay, all right. So he goes on Barnes and Noble and gets a digital gift card for what, $35?
No, it was a good amount. It was like 50, 60 bucks.
50,
I wanna
50,
say.
60 bucks.
I
50,
want to say
60
because I
bucks.
felt really bad.
50, 60 bucks. And he got it, and it was on his phone. Okay. So fast forward. We're at dinner.
Ooh,
We're at
he's
dinner.
not wrong.
Yo, we're at dinner. Everyone has their gifts. I know he was
Especially
avoiding
that
this
motherfucker
shit.
empty
Yeah.
handed.
I was sweating.
No,
I was
no,
like-
no.
I was having a heat flash. I was
No.
not me.
Frankie was supposed to have my gift, which he didn't show up, but whatever. So I got a gift,
I
but
would've
Frankie
jumped out of
didn't
that
show
car
up,
in
and
95.
Frankie got me, so I basically got something and got nothing in return. But whatever. This shit made up for it, though. Hold up. So Julian was like, "So who has my gift?" I'm like, oh, here, I got you a gift. Junior's like, then he opens up the bag, and it's just like the fucking generic ass fucking Starbucks coffee like kit. You know how it comes like the packet and the little chop. Like it's just like one of those shit.
He probably loved it because he probably told you a story about how he made coffee one time and he lost it. He was like, he remembered.
Yeah. He remembered me, bud.
He
I don't
remembered.
know. I just got him. I know he drinks coffee, so I'm like, here you go. He was like, oh, appreciate this. This really means a lot. Thank you. I'm like, oh,
Doesn't mean a lot. I mean, it's just a Starbucks.
You got it.
So then Tally, Tally got bread.
Yeah.
So Tally, if you got, I'm like, damn, I should have got.
Ooh, I
Tally.
forgot about this part.
Yeah. This is why I'm an asshole to him. Tally's like, well, Topher, I got you. He pulls out this like lit ass hoodie from Nordstrom. Like this is easily a $70, $80 fucking, almost damn near $100 on your coworker.
It was when North Face was just popping off too.
He got a nice lit ass North Face hoodie. I'm like,
I still have it to this day. It was nice.
Damn. I'm like, dog, that shit is nice. I'm like, fuck. So then Edwin gets, I think Edwin got Chris and got him like golf balls or something like that.
No, Edwin got someone else because Tally already got me.
Oh, yeah. And
Tally, Doug. Edwin got
Golf
Tally.
balls, it had to be Tally.
Yeah,
All
Chris
right,
Tally.
Tally.
My
It
bad.
was
We're
Tally.
both Chris. Fuck.
It was Tally. He got Tally. He got
Tally got me and Edwin got Tally.
Last on the list, it was Chris's turn to present his fucking gift to Edwin. The table got quiet.
This was before I had expert social skills. So I was just like,
he's sitting there with this lit ass $100 fucking hoodie in front of him. He's just like, Edwin, he was like this. Edwin,
This is why I got you.
No, he said this. Edwin,
if you remember, it's gonna make me sad.
yo, he said, Edwin, I got you a gift, but I need your email. Yo, and I didn't even laugh first. I wasn't even the first one to laugh. I tried to hold it in.
He's really
Tally went
Yo, you know I don't
nuts.
give a
Yo,
fuck, bro. You know I don't give a fuck.
He was like, what?
Nuts. Tally went nuts. I went nuts after Tally, yo. Tally went nuts, and I started backing the fuck up, bro. It was the most funniest shit I've ever seen. Like, dog, how you gonna come with this lit ass? He got the loot and went away with it, a clean getaway, bro. Like, how did you do that? He was like, Edwin, I got you a gift, but I need your email. You like books, right? And then Tally's like, just starts going wild. He was like, and then like he finally gets the email. He's just like, oh, thanks, Chris. All right, cool, thanks. Yeah, I appreciate that. Yo, for the next, I want to say,
For the next year,
every time I looked at the schedule and I saw Chris, Edwin, I bring that shit up every fucking morning.
It got to the
Every morning.
point where Edwin, he was cool with it at first, and then it got to the point where he was actually upset about it. Like,
Because
I don't know if he told
put that
Ryan.
shit in his head like, yo, that's really a fucked up gift.
I don't know if he like told him, "Hey, go act really serious about it." But eventually, I felt like I was like, "Man, he's gonna fucking kill me. He's gonna murder me." And then I bought him an Uncharted controller.
We were just fucking around like I always do.
Wait a minute. So you end up buying him something else?
I bought him
Out of guilt?
I bought him a guilt gift. I bought him a PlayStation
That's
4
fucking
Uncharted
hilarious.
4 edition controller, the dark blue one.
That's
I'll
funny.
never
And
forget it.
and he wrote a letter.
I wrote him a letter. I felt that bad. I wrote him a letter
Yo,
like we were lovers
I made
in
him
the
feel like
1800s.
complete fucking shit after that.
My
dog.
dearest Edwin,
My dearest Edwin,
I hope.
I hope thou hast not forgotten that I love thee.
Yo, it got to the point I was just fucking around one morning. Ed was just like, you know what? At this point, I wouldn't even put it past Chris. I'm like, yo, I'm like,
That's
damn.
funny as fuck, bro.
Dog, I hate you. I feel bad. Sorry, Edwin. He doesn't give
Wait a
he's
minute.
never gonna watch
So
this.
hold on. Let me. Speaking of Chris giving out gifts, bro. Let's go back to when he
It
gave
is the holiday season.
when he gave Julian that fucking big ass vat of fucking
That was fun.
Y'all have
Nutella,
video-
bro.
Y'all videotape?
I have it somewhere, bro.
It's on
Dog.
Snapchat.
I
No,
think
we
I
have
think
it
I
in
had it
our
on
text
Snap
messages.
and it's in my like Google Photos or some shit. I'll be able to find it. Like,
I want to
should be
say
able
Lindsay
find it.
probably sent it to us.
Like no, no, Lindsay's in it. She's in it.
Was he last or was he first?
I think he was like towards.
He was
end.
middle. He was
Like,
middle
yeah,
to,
probably middle
to
to end.
last.
Damn, if he was the last, I was just like, well.
And I remember like thinking like the whole time in my head like, yo, Chris is an asshole giving him this, and then come to find out he didn't really realize that was a whole fucking thing that you made up. Made that shit fucking awesome for me. I'm in like.
You notice the full circle? You notice the full circle,
bro? I laughed my fucking ass off, bro. That shit was so funny.
Yo,
when I saw that shit come out that bag and
the
confusion,
he was like,
in Julian's face when he saw that shit, bro. He was like,
shit, I made it my civil duty to fuck with this nigga so hard that he becomes the asshole of the holiday.
I'm gonna find that shit, bro.
Not this year.
No, for a while.
Nah, well, maybe this year. I'm fucking broke, but yeah, not this year. Hopefully.
Because that Edwin shit was fucking hilarious. But I really wish I was there for that Nutella shit. Because I know you probably found the biggest jar of Nutella.
It was the biggest one I could afford on Amazon. It was like 45 ounces.
Crazy.
I'm gonna look.
His wife there too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maxine was there.
That shit was crazy.
Damn.
Funny, bro.
Damn, yo, you ruined his marriage. You ruined his marriage.
That's what he gets for being a dick.
Like, he doesn't like Nutella, so what bitches he been bringing around Nutella with?
Speaking of games and getting shit ruined for you, I wanted to bring that up because I feel like, Ryan, me and you have a lot of personal experience with games getting ruined for us over the last like 4 years.
Oh,
it's like one dud after another.
I think that's the reason why I'm probably not playing video games.
That's probably why you're not gonna buy the PS5 soon.
That's true.
I'm still not sure which one I'm getting first, whether it's gonna be the PlayStation or Xbox.
You know what it is, man? To be honest,
yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Xbox.
It's just, man. I don't know, man. It's just so much fucking like.
Because it's like
political bullshit with video games.
Yeah,
man.
And like not to mention they all just suck.
Like Abby in The Last of Us 2. Why did you need? Like...
Oh, hey, by the way, spoiler alert, because we're not assholes.
Yeah, like why would you need to like just make her normal?
I can't speak on that because I don't know it like you do.
I like her character. At first, I didn't fuck with it.
Yeah, but
at first I didn't fuck with it. I like her character.
You like her gameplay too, because I heard she's fun as fuck to play at.
Yeah, because she's fucking, she's strong as shit. She's diesel as fuck, and she's like really wreck shit.
Let me ask you, what about the sex scene? Did you feel like that?
Oh, that shit was fucking different, bro. That really fucked me up. I think I turned the game off after that. I was like, whoa, I didn't expect that shit at all.
Like shit like that, man. Like,
because I was like, yo, I know this game is kind of rough, and they got some things in there. They show some shit, but
basically she takes over the whole fucking story.
There's a whole lot of her in that game. She's the Batmobile of that game.
That's what I'm saying. Like because it got too political. Because I feel like they were trying to push to another type of audience to come play this. Which is just like, dog, stay to your fans that got you to where you were, bro. Now your shit's like now your genre is basically fucked, because in every great video game it's always number 2 that sets the standard for the entire series. Mass Effect 2,
that was an
God of War 2,
yeah.
Uncharted 2, Tomb Raider 2. Like it's always the second one.
Not Devil May Cry 2, that one sucked.
Huh?
Not Devil May Cry 2, that one sucked.
Not Devil May Cry 2. I'm talking about
that's like an anomaly.
Like the great Gears of War 2.
Didn't play that.
You didn't play Gears of War 2?
Gears
of War 2 was good.
I feel like
Halo
every
2.
2 games that you just said,
I played Halo 2.
Halo 2, I didn't play.
You didn't play?
Mm.
Well, that's because you're not. You were always been Xbox.
Resident Evil 2.
That's what I'm saying. Most of the games I named are PlayStation games.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Dark Souls 2.
If you're
nobody likes
if you
Dark Souls 2.
if you like are a PlayStation, all the ones I named, you know what I'm talking. But you ain't play Mass Effect 2?
That's a good game. It's on PlayStation. You can get it on PlayStation.
If you like The Last of Us and shit like that,
yeah,
you would definitely like.
It's a game about making choices.
Dog.
That's the cool part that keeps you going, because you don't know what's going to happen next with the choices.
And you can basically
or you don't know what's going to say.
Anybody you motherfucking want in that game.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
anybody
even joking.
important.
And like the characters, like it's basically you fall in love with the characters of this fucking game, especially the females, bro. Tally, I always pick Tally. Tally is my baby, bro. They have personalities and shit. Like you actually like.
But Shepard can't really have sex with her, which sucks.
Yes, he can. We figured out a way.
Oh.
You didn't get that?
Did he?
There's multiple.
I don't remember.
Endings
I didn't play it, but like 10 years.
There's
ago.
like over like hundreds of different ways you can end the game. And
well,
different
not for
make.
3.
Not for 3, but 2. This is why it's like one of the greatest. Like if you look at the all-time greatest games, it's always one of the top 5, top 10, top 5, and it's on Xbox.
It's an excellent game.
It's fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah, I put a lot of time into that game.
I will put my heart and soul
into The Last of Us if you put your heart and soul in Mass Effect 2. That's how much
You don't
I
have to
will
play
bet.
the first.
I was
one.
gonna say, how many Mass Effects is there? Is there 3?
Three,
You
and then there's
only
one spin-off
need to
game.
play 2. The only reason why I'm even attempted to play the first one and third one was because of 2. I started out
One was
on 2.
okay, but it was kind of whack. 2 was really good.
And the story, I
don't need to
started
know
with
the
2.
story.
You don't even need to know what happened in
You
Mass
know?
Effect 1.
Good point as far as sequels, because Assassin's Creed 2, excellent game, and then Brotherhood kind of broke that. But that's because Assassin's Creed has like a bajillion.
It's always number 2. It's
Yeah.
always number 2.
Resident Evil 2, I was saying that earlier.
Resident Evil 2 is one of the greatest. It's always
That's an
number
excellent
2.
game.
Always number 2. It's always number 2.
Well, that's because they perfect everything that they fucked up on.
Exactly.
There's a couple anomalies, like I didn't like Knights of the Republic 2, Fallout 2.
So
I
let me
didn't
ask
play
you this
that,
question:
shit like
Last
that.
of Us 2, was the story better than the first one? Because everything you're telling me about
Not including
The
the
Last
ending.
of Us is The Last of Us. You say the story is by far the best part of this game, so that's what made the game, and they fucked it up. You don't think so? Because I heard mad people who ride or die for Last of Us played the second one. They were just like, "Dog, I'm disappointed."
So I was
Nothing's gonna be as good as Joel's story.
The first one's crazy because there's a whole lot of Joel in it, right?
Right.
The second one, not so much.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Thinking back, the second one was kind of fire.
You thought the second one was fire?
I thought it was kind of fire.
You thought it was fire? You liked
but I
it?
feel like I'm in like
The
the minority.
like you're like the minimum that says that.
Yeah, I'm like, it's not too many people that's probably gonna say that. Like, I didn't
Reminds
like
me
how
of
it
last
ended.
week when you were like,
Well, you know
"Yeah,
what?
I feel like what's his face can have a redemption."
This is a
arc."
good point for you to take over. This is a good point for you to take over. Explain that.
Did I say it was better? Or did I
No,
say I
you
liked
said
the
you
story?
said it was
You
kind of
said,
fire.
you said you like the story, but
He
you said-
specifically said it was kind of fire. He didn't say it was better.
All right, so remember when you was in school, right?
right.
I don't know if your teachers used to say this, but I used to have teachers that do this shit all the time, right? So remember when it was like time to like present like a project or something like that, and they'd be like, "Who's going first?" And then they would always say the same shit. Well, you gotta remember, whoever's going first, it's best to go first because why?
You get it
Because
out of the way.
No, not even that. Because there's no one else to compare you with. So I feel like when it comes to
That's smart.
right, so like you can't be compared to nothing because there's no one before you,
I never
right?
thought
So
of
when
that.
it comes to Last of
You had
Us
smart
1,
teachers. Where'd you go to school? Jesus,
Damn.
Cecil County Public
I was
Schools.
dumb.
When so playing the Last of Us, the first Last of Us, it was a great game. I love that game. It's my favorite game.
Yeah.
But the second one, I didn't like it at first. So when we was talking about it, I don't like the way it ends, but it's a great game. Visually
See?
good. It still has like that nut shit where you're pressing triangle for everything, but outside of that, it's a great game. I pretty much play those games for the story.
So you would say the first one is the shit. Like that shit is a banger, but you
Yeah.
would say the second one is a great game.
It's a great game.
See,
Story wise, I
see,
love the story.
That's
It's-
what we're
it's-
saying.
It's still
All
kind of fire.
like Uncharted 2 and like Mass Effect 2, those are games that we say are fucking fire. The first ones are good. That's what we're saying is the second, and on like the main like trilogies, it's always the second in video games that hold the standard. Because just like with video game logic, it's like they perfect everything from the first one. Like everything from the first one, whether it's bugs,
Or
gameplay, like there's nothing to complain about because they pretty much perfected it.
or if they have a game that's a critical hit, like Mass Effect wasn't critically acclaimed.
No.
Mass Effect 2
2
was
was-
because they fixed it.
that
'cause
shit
they
won
had
Game of the
something
Year.
Good. I think the point is, like with The Last of Us was perfect for when it came out. It was a perfect PS3 game to end off the PlayStation 3 because it came out at the end of the PS3's lifespan. I feel like what happened with them is the studio was like, all right, people love this, so let's try and improve it, when really they should have just you shouldn't do this, but they should have just copied it in a way or tried to just make it basically the same thing so
Or
they
just
could
change
repeat
the
the
story.
formula. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like that's what they did. I don't know exactly how it went, but it sounds like it went too ambitious or just tried to do too much extra stuff when it's like the basics works.
I will say this though, I didn't think they could make the combat better, but one thing I will say about Andromeda, the combat in Andromeda is slick as fuck.
Yeah. The combat's way
so
better.
smooth.
As
it
long
is
as the game
crazy
itself
good.
doesn't glitch, the combat's excellent.
The combat is picture perfect. I'm like, damn, this shit is smooth as hell.
It's just everything else, like the story, the characters, the faces, the
What made
architecture,
what
everything.
made Mass Effect, they fucking just threw it down the toilet.
yeah. Because Mass Effect,
Red Dead was like that.
the new one.
No, Mike's theory about what I was talking about, what will put a video game like franchise to the next level when it's always the second one. The second one always makes it
The
that's
second
what the
one,
shit.
or nowadays when you have an online multiplayer version.
Did
like
you play
GTA.
Red Dead? You played the Red
Mhm.
Dead?
I didn't finish it, but I played. Red
I
Dead.
never played the first one.
I played the first one.
So
The
the
last
first
part.
that's like I will compare that to what your theory is about The Last of Us 2. You should play the first one of Red Dead Redemption. I thought it was damn
Yeah,
good.
apparently it's like.
But two's
Like,
like you
Game of the
either
year.
love it or you don't talk about
So
it.
hold on.
much.
So
you don't
the
hate
second
it,
one
though, I
isn't the
don't
second
think.
one like a prequel?
Yeah, the second one's a pre. But here's the thing. I would still say I would say still play if you want to. Still play the second one. If you play it, then I'm not gonna get mad because it is a great game, but it's not the first one. But it's
Yeah.
a great game. Both
The
of them
first
are
one
great.
has a really good story. Second
Yeah.
one has a good story
Bro, I
too,
got bored
but
with
you
that
have to
shit
know
so
stuff.
quick, bro.
Which one?
The
The
second one. I never played the first one. so
Same. That happened to me. I got bored with it.
I got bored so damn quick after like the hunting and shit. I was like, bro, this game is whack.
I don't
yo.
wanna
That's
do all
why you
this.
got to play the first one.
It was probably introduced in a better way in the first one.
The
like,
first
damn,
one was
I'm a
really
cowboy.
good. It got Game of the Year.
The first one.
Yeah, you got Game
Rockstar
of the
can
Year.
make a game, bro.
Yo,
For sure.
Dog.
We've been playing GTA 5 for 7
I
years.
have been
GTA 5 is the best selling thing ever.
that's crazy.
Best selling thing, not just a video game thing.
You know
I
what?
bought that shit 4 different times.
You
so
know
that's
what?
how I
Could,
know that's
you
true.
know what could beat
bought it
that
at
if
least
they
2 or 3
fucking did
times.
it? You know what they should do if they could fucking do it?
What's that?
Dog, I don't need a fucking Grand Theft Auto fucking 6. 5 is good enough for me. Like 5, I can play 5 over and over and over again. But however,
The replay value of 5 is crazy.
it is like 5 is amazing. Like that shit was $60 for fucking 5 years. Like I'm like looking like I already got it, but it's just like damn.
Fuck,
this
I'm gonna
shit
spend
ever
it
gonna
60
drop?
again. Goddamn, you
I'm
know
like,
what? Fuck it.
yo, help some of the broke niggas that like, damn, dog. Like I already got it. Like, yo.
You could get it for $30 one day.
When that game came out, I got it first day.
Same.
Was in line.
Same. I was in line.
I wasn't in
played it.
line.
I smoked like 5 bowl hits. I had 4 monsters, and I was up for 20. My girlfriend at that time was like came over when I got the game, stayed at my crib. She woke up the next day and was going to work. I was still playing this shit.
Mm.
Dog, I could
I
not
think
move
I
off
had
my
to work
couch.
The next day, and I was still up to like fucking like
called out.
4. I was about to say, I was up to like 4.
It was my last day. Matter of fact, that was my last day of Boscos, and
Yeah.
And I played
at that point.
I played Grand Theft Auto 4 for 24 hours. I beat that game in 24 hours.
Mm.
So
God damn.
24 hours, I beat that game.
I played the last mission on it
Straight.
when it was still, because I'm sure it's changed in 7 years. I played the last mission that was like the bank heist, and I couldn't beat it because it was at my boy's house, and I never played it. But I played that I played the first mission like at least easily 10 times because I get past that, then I do the online, then I never touch it again.
Yeah.
Like I bought it digitally, so I have to
I
keep
bought
it
it
now.
so many times to finish the story, and then the last time I bought it, which was probably the 4th or 5th time I bought it,
Which one?
I
was that?
finally finished it.
What,
5.
Grand Theft
How
Auto
was it? Was
5?
it good?
5.
Yo, I don't need Grand Theft Auto 6. What
Was
I
it
would
worth
want
it?
them to do,
Not worth buying.
Two
5
things.
times.
So every fucking time I bought it, it was worth it to me.
if
Damn,
they do
for
one
sure.
of these, if they do one of these options, I don't even need 6. Like, bro, you want to make money for real? 2 games you can either do, and I'll be completely fine. Rockstar's next game needs to either be Grand Theft Auto San Andreas completely remastered,
With extra shit.
completely remastered. I'm talking about the
I'm about
whole. It runs on
I'm
the
about
ground.
to fuck
fun.
y'all up. if
Yo,
I
you've
don't
never
know this
played
one.
it. I
I'm
understand.
about to
that.
say, yeah, you do remember
Yo,
me
I
saying
know
that.
that's
Okay.
fine.
I
That's
never
fine.
played it.
and I'm
You
gonna
know,
tell you
oh yeah, but I remember your reason.
that's fine.
for
You
it.
know what I said that because I'm so glad that they remastered and they redid Final Fantasy VII. Even though it's different for
That game
them to
was lit.
completely
I never thought they were
going
gonna
to
remake it.
Yeah, and they did a complete engine of it and made it look beautiful. And I played it for the first time. Dog, right now it's one of my favorite games. If they did that and y'all have never played Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, I would beg you. And they kept the story.
I'd
they
probably
kept
get it.
Samuel Jackson is a corrupt black cop, and like, dog, it takes place in the 90s. They got fucking Eazy-E and this shit. Like, it's straight 90s LA. in the hood.
That's lit.
Like, dog, it is fucking good. They perfected it. Like, you can legit drive by shoot niggas. Like, they perfected it. I'm talking about you'll have your homies. You'll whisper to your homies in the hood. They'll all get in the car. You see another gang member, and you'll see your homies like pop out from the car and just like pop, 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 pop. Like, dog, it is crazy good.
I wanna play that game, but I feel like it's not gonna have the same effect that it had on everybody that I know who played it when they was young.
Dog,
like I played some of like Vice City and some of 3.
Fuck all them. San Andreas, I guarantee you, if they remastered it, it will be the same. I would think it will be even better. The story in San Andreas is crazy, and it is good, dog. Grand Theft Auto 5 was a great story. It was. I'm like, yo,
Grand Theft Auto 5 was crazy.
By far, it is top tier. Like, I'm not even gonna fucking fraud you.
Is it their best game in the series, in the Grand Theft Auto series?
If I'm gonna put it to you like this, if someone were to
or
say,
San Andreas is better.
Hold on, here's what I would say, and it's probably split. If someone were to tell me Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto 5, I wouldn't be mad. If someone told me Grand Theft Auto 5 San Andreas, I wouldn't be mad. It's one of them type of things.
So, but if somebody said like Vice City versus them,
you're a fool. You're a fool. You're a fucking fool. You're a fool. You are dumb as shit. They're good games, but bro, dog, so basically this is the half of the success of Grand Theft Auto 5 is based off of fucking Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. There's so many homages to Grand Theft Auto San Andreas and Grand Theft Auto 5. Franklin, he wears green.
Mm-hmm.
Green is from San Andreas, my nigga. CJ was part of the fucking Grove Street fucking mafia. Grove Street, when you remember when they good hood safari, Lamar's hood? Nigga, that's San Andreas, Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. That's the hood in San Andreas.
Yeah, it's like that little cul-de-sac, right?
Yeah, but the cul-de-sac looks completely different. But that whole Franklin neighborhood, all that is the same neighborhood CJ's in as Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. The Ballers, they were the main gang in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Lamar, the LG, that's Los Santos Grove Street gang, nigga. That's the gang in San Andreas. CJ's brother was the leader of that gang. So in San Andreas, the story is you in a fucking LA gang with niggas. Like Franklin.
That game sounds like it's fucking crazy. I need to find like
that
somebody like playing that shit straight through.
That's
like,
what I'm saying. If they remastered it,
because I feel like I played that shit.
I tried to play it old, because you know how some old games are good, but it's just like, dog, I'm so used to better shit. Like, I know it's good, but it's just like
it doesn't look the part.
Because it was like, you know, it was PlayStation 2. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so the graphics is gonna look crazy,
right? But it's still
been remastered, that fucking game.
That's what I'm saying. Though. They would have made crazy money. But here's the other game that they should do. They need to do Bully 2.
Never played any Bullies. I had homies that played the Bully.
Same thing.
Never played that shit.
Same Bully. Because I got Bully on my PlayStation 4 right now. Bully is good, but remember, it's PlayStation 2 graphics. Even if they I wouldn't even be mad at it if they did the same concept that I said with fucking Grand Theft Auto. Just remaster, completely new engine. Even if they did that, I would say, yo, those are 2 games. If that ever happens, like, yo, Mike, take time, play these 2 games. The story in both of them is crazy. Bully is
good.
Dog, Bully is fucking fantastic, dog. I was surprised.
Fucking Kwame used to play Bully.
I'm surprised.
That's the only reason why I even know that damn game.
Bully is basically starts out like this. You're a 15-year-old boy named Jimmy Hopkins. Jimmy, you played Bully, right?
Not yet, no.
You haven't played Bully?
I keep seeing stuff about it.
Oh, dog.
They're
So
like remastering it or something?
that's
No.
number 2.
No,
That's number 2.
Next gen consoles.
Yeah, but it's just the place they didn't change the what's it called, but that's number 2 Rockstar needs to do. Bully 2 or remastered Bully or San Andreas. So you play Jimmy Hopkins. He's a 15-year-old boy. His mom is basically a gold digger for rich dudes. So his mom basically just married her new rich husband, who's a stepdad. So what is that in a typical situation like that? They basically send him off to boarding school.
Right.
And this boarding school is like one of the toughest boarding schools in like the country.
Yeah.
And like you meet this dude named Gary, who's like real smart and conniving, little dickhead, little fucking asshole. Like you instantly, as soon as you see this dude, you don't like this nigga. Like you can tell he's gonna be the bad guy in the game, which he is. He's like super smart, conniving, just fucking prick boy. He would probably be like a Trump supporter if he was
God
real.
damn.
Like he's annoying as fuck, and he's sneaky. So like he pretty much like teaches you, or me and you gonna run the school together. First chapter, he betrays you. He becomes the enemy. Your whole goal is you're trying to become popular. Basically, your first goal is you're trying to take over the school. You're trying to become the most popular kid in school. Like you're trying to run the school. So you got to go through each different factions. You got the preps, who are like the rich kids of the school. You got the greasers, they work in the auto shop. They're like greasers and shit. You got the nerds, and then you got the jocks who run the school, the kings of the school. That's a football team. So each chapter, you're basically dealing with each faction. But the end result is you want to control all the leaders of all the factions to become king of the school, which you do wind up doing. But at the end of it, Gary comes in and swoops up all the glory, and you wind up getting suspended. And then you deal with the kids outside of the school who are like the dropouts, the kids who can't afford to go to Bullworth. So like they beef with you and shit like that. They help you. It's a whole plot twist. So in the end, they help you try to retake the school. School's in this massive fast fight and shit. Shit's breaking out. Meanwhile, every faction has a bitch, like the main bitch, like the chick. And each chapter, you kind of like
Mac on them,
and like you like get with the chick because it's high school. You gotta think it's still high school, dog. And on your free time, because it's a Rockstar game, so you can free roam. Nigga, you can put niggas in fucking lockers and shit. Like the combat, dog. Just look up the combat in Bully, like the fighting in Bully. Bully's fighting system is crazy. Like you be in the hallway just bow, bow, like combos. It's like bow, bow, and then you see kids like, oh, you can shove niggas in lockers. You can bully niggas. Like you can just straight start swinging on niggas. Like you just walk in the hallway and just whoop, 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 whoop. And then it depends.
So Grand Theft, but fucking school.
Teenager Grand Theft.
But of course it's school, so you got to be careful because sometimes there's prefixes around. If they see you, just like they're basically
Like
the cops.
Right. You get a star or some shit.
Dog, you be in the hallway juping them and shit, like trying to get away from them, and then you can hide in the locker, then you can jump in the trash can, like cover so you can like, get away from them and shit, dog. You drop stink bombs and shit, dog. It's fun as hell. Fun as hell. I cannot believe y'all haven't played Bully.
I was gonna buy it, and then I was
fun
like,
as
I don't know if I want to spend the money
But the
right
story
now.
is
Yeah, that
good.
game missed
Because it's
me,
like
bro.
only like $10, but I was like, I don't know.
But yeah, San Andreas has one of the best stories that you will ever hear. Dog, it had Samuel L. Jackson is the main
And then
villain.
it's got
in
the
this
one dude
fucking
who's
story.
like 2 number 9s, 4 number
Big Smoke.
45s.
You got fucking
Easy
Eazy-E's character,
character.
Riders in it.
Yeah.
Dog, it's straight 90s hip hop. This is what this story basically is. Straight
You
90s
can go to the
hip-hop.
gym and get toned. You
Yeah,
can go play
Apparently, if
pool.
you work out, like he'd get like real
He
buff.
get
And then
or
if
some
you
fat.
keep eating shit, if you keep eating like chicken and shit, you'll get fat. Like
Mhm.
this basically Grand
It's like
Theft
a
Auto,
life simulator for the 90s.
Grand
in the hood.
Theft Auto 5 got their base concept from Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. San Andreas, all the stats and all that shit, San Andreas originated. That's where all that shit, the whole, when you like get all the guns and the locations and the beaches, they got all that from San Andreas. San Andreas was that's
See,
Los Santos.
The game I played that was, it definitely, I don't think it aged well, that I was like, quote unquote, allowed to play, because I had a PS3 and it was the exclusive for it at the time, was Grand Theft Auto 4, and I beat it, and I like it, but it's just kind of,
What was that? You know,
it was good. It wasn't bad. It definitely
wasn't
was
bad,
not bad.
but
it was
Nico-
very meh. Like they tried some new stuff. The graphics were better.
I
They
didn't
tried
give a
some
fuck
weird
about
stuff.
Nico.
Yeah, I don't
That's
care about
what it
Nico
is.
at all.
Like, and
He's
that's
just
the
some
thing.
rando to me.
So Nico, Tommy, whatever the fucking Devetti. Do you remember who he is?
Tommy
I
Tommy
barely remember
Vercetti.
that game.
And
I
Tommy
didn't play
Vercetti
it.
from
I didn't play that one either.
Tommy Vercetti from
I
Vice
really,
City.
5
Yeah,
is like
and
the
then
one I
fucking-
actually
I snuck in
committed to.
Vice City and got to play that.
Here's the thing.
And 3 I played a little bit.
That's why I said you need to play San Andreas, because niggas don't even know who the other main characters was in the rest of the group. So when niggas say, "Oh, Vice City was," but nigga, get the fuck out of here. Everybody know who the fuck CJ is.
Yeah.
Like that's
I
what
never
they.
played it, but I know who he is.
You know, like you.
That
know
was the
who
only
CJ
one
is.
I
If
wasn't
was
allowed to
If I
play.
said Tommy,
Yeah.
Tommy Vercetti, you wouldn't even know that was Vice City or
Yep.
fucking.
I don't know the
unknown
dude from the 3.
Yeah,
that's unknown dude.
Like
The dude from 4 is Nico, and then the guys from 5, I don't remember their
like the
names.
stories were
You don't-
trash.
You don't remember
I know
Trevor? Mike,
I know Trevor.
Franklin.
Yeah.
You don't remember any of them from 5?
No, I remember Trevor.
Trevor,
I didn't
Michael,
remember the
Franklin.
names
But I
from
said,
everyone
of course,
else.
you don't remember Trevor because he was
Yeah,
the
he's
wildest
nutty.
one.
Like, you know what I mean? Like that whole character development and shit. All that, like San Andreas set the blueprint for that.
Yeah.
Because you cared about CJ, you cared about his brother, you cared about his sister. Like the character development and storyline was on fleek for San Andreas. Like that's where you actually like care. Like I felt like I was actually playing. Because Vice City, you just went around and shot niggas and fucked bitches. Like you actually played the story in San Andreas because it was good.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, the story in Vice City
Wait a
was
minute.
whack.
Trash.
This nigga just say on fleek.
Yeah, I was gonna let that one pass. I was gonna let him
Freak's
have that.
not
one.
in.
It's not cool anymore.
Nigga, it's not 2015, bro.
Ryan wants to be in TikTok now.
I hate TikTok.
Yo,
Yo,
Hit
Corey's on
ass.
TikTok
dog,
all the
you
time.
gotta let it. You gotta let it take over because TikTok is so funny. I used to hate it, but it's so.
I
funny.
downloaded. I had TikTok for a fucking day.
Dog, but here's the
I
thing:
do not
you
like
start
TikTok.
seeing like meth addict TikTok, homeless person TikTok, dickhead lawyer
Jesus
kid TikTok.
Christ, why would I
You
wanna
see-
watch a
No,
homeless
it just
person?
randomly gets you. Oh, you ain't never seen bum fights. Don't act like you never watched bum
I
fights.
did not.
Bum
I did,
fights.
Hold on. I
This
didn't,
motherfucker
but this is
said
what
bum
I did
fights.
recently discover, and you're going to fucking cry laughing.
Oh my god!
I don't watch bum fights, dog. Do not fucking judge me for this shit.
That's
Oh,
bum
shit.
fights is mean, but it's hilarious. I'm
Do
sorry.
not judge me for this shit. I do not watch bum fights. Here's what I just recently discovered, and I have been watching it non-fucking stop.
I think I saw some of this, dude. Wait a minute, Ryan. Hold on. Give me a second. I just noticed something. What's that? What's that beneath him? Hold on. Ryan me showing me a paraplegic in a wheelchair about to box somebody in another wheelchair.
Bro, I'm not watching this shit. Turn that shit off.
No, keep watching. Keep watching.
You're making me feel like a monster.
Hold up. Keep watching.
Put it back there. It's gonna be loud.
Keep watching.
We're taking advantage of these people. You're going to hell for looking at that.
Nuh-uh, because
So
people-
he's having us watch two paraplegics fight in wheelchairs.
All right,
Bro,
dickhead.
that's
So I'm about to
fucked.
make you feel bad. You know how many subscribers they have? This is an
I don't
actual
care,
channel.
Bro, that's fucked.
If it's less than a million.
1.75 million, and the comments are actually encouraging these people. They're saying, "Yo," because the thing about it is, they say, "Well, how come like wheelchair people can't do regular sports like regular people do?" And I'm like, "Dog, this is crazy!" Like, and people are like actually encouraged. Like, they're like, that's the whole purpose of doing
Yeah,
this.
but they're taking. I can give you that, but these dudes are absolutely just super poor white people that just want to fight for the sake of fighting.
Hey man, what's
Yeah,
going on?
it's
You don't
not
have
like-
no. You don't have
If
no
it was like-
paraplegic
if it was
Kimbo
like organized
Slice.
a little better and stuff like that. That'd be kind of like cool. Like, all right, yo, like why
These are
limit
two
them?
good old boys
Why
in
can't-
wheelchairs.
or, like, why can't able-bodied,
Yo,
boys,
man.
There's
I'm
no
not
Kimbo
gonna lie. I'm
Slice.
not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You know why I like it? I'm gonna tell you why I like it. I'm about
you
to
like
put
drama.
No, I'm about to fucking put my Dr. Uman fucking cap on right now. You know why I like seeing these two poor white motherfuckers in here beat the shit out of this motherfucking wheelchair? Because of the last fucking 4 goddamn years. I need entertainment.
Yeah, good point.
That is why I watch this shit. However, I don't want to bring about race because I have another one. I have Mini Hawk versus
Kimbo Pice.
Viking.
Kimbo Pice.
What?
Viking.
Kimbo
Maybe you'll like
no,
this
it's
one
not
better.
Kimbo Slice because Kimbo Slice is able-bodied.
Maybe you'll like this one better. This one is called Mini Hawk Street Beefs title match.
I just
Baby
want to know.
Hawk
I want to know
versus
how you
Viking.
got to this. This is something that's
Facebook.
absurd.
I was gonna
Facebook.
say, nah, he got trapped in a fucking like a
Facebook
Facebook
video.
like
Facebook
video
video.
fucking hole.
I feel like I've been watching just like tech reviews and stuff. What I was trying to watch earlier, and then you messed up my vibe because I felt like disturbed that you didn't know this. I wanted to talk about LeVar Burton, aka Reading Rainbow guy, but you said you called me poor and said I didn't have cable. So
Yo,
He said, yo, I had cable, so I don't know what the fuck that was.
and he was talking to both of us, me and Mike. Brian said,
I'm like,
I had
yo,
cable. I don't know what the
I had
fuck Reading
cable, and
Rainbow
I
is.
remember seeing
Yo,
Reading fucking
because
Rainbow.
y'all
Vagabonds.
niggas-
He said vagabond.
y'all
I'm like,
niggas
what?
was-
That's a $5 word.
y'all
right?
nigga had a whole duet on this motherfucking theme. Like,
Butterflies
and
in
I
the
know all the childhood shit. I'm like, I've
sky.
never seen this
Fly
shit
twice
before in
as
my life.
high.
And I used to, and I had watched the
Take a
fucking
look.
Teletubbies.
Sit up, but
Dog, it's for me. I know why I watched Reading Rainbow. It was something that, I'm not as religious as I used to be, but I feel like God sent it to me as a message, right? Chris, you need to watch this and study this man, LeVar Burton.
I don't remember.
So
Here it
Reading
comes.
Rainbow
Here
all
it
the way.
comes. Here it fucking comes. Go ahead, Chris. Go ahead and
You
say
need
it.
to. God said to me, whatever God you subscribe to, said, Chris, you
Subscribe to.
you need to pay
Fuck?
attention to this man and know everything about him because someday he's going to be your father-in-law.
I knew that's where
he's
this
going
was
to be
going.
the grandfather of your children.
As soon as he said fucking God told me, I'm like, oh my God, here he goes.
Dog, his daughter, Mika Burton.
See, there we go. There we go.
I think I'm in love with her.
There we go.
I love her more than anyone.
Wait, even more than that black Instagram girl that you were in love with, the little skinny, light-skinned John with the braids, with the picture. She had like the striped pants on. She remember when Instagram first came out and they had those like King Botch movie videos and all that shit. It was like a light-skinned black girl you was in love with. She was like a small, petite John.
I don't remember.
Picture.
She's done now. She's gone. She's dead to me.
Well, I know because you've evolved from then, but that when you showed me her, I'm just like, oh, okay.
Dog,
I know your type.
She's everything I wish I could be if I was black and a female.
Well, you know what?
She's everything I would be if I was a black girl. She's the mirror image of me, but way cooler, obviously.
Dog, I was
Sorry,
telling
Mike,
Mike.
I know that was kind of
was telling
absurd.
Mike.
I'm like,
I can invite you to some of the Blurred channel because she's a Blur. I'm a part of like a lot of Blur groups on Facebook. If you want to meet someone like that, like
we should,
I
what you
see
should
them.
get? You should get a Discord going. Everybody loves Discord.
All
the nerds
I'm saying
love
is
Discord.
this: if you loved her so much, all I'm saying you could have found a chick like that.
No, but I love her.
We went to BlurredCon like I wanted to go a couple years ago.
I would have been cool with that.
I think I remember you.
I would have been down.
So.
But
I
here's
think I
the
remember you
thing:
showing
proof.
me that.
Proof.
I'm only half eligible to go. What am I going to go as your +1? I'm not black.
It doesn't matter.
Ryan, did you know that I'm not black?
Hey, did you also know that majority of those blurs, their boyfriends are white?
Oh,
Probably.
Like the fat
I
dude. Oh, were there any
expect that
fat dudes there? Fat white dudes?
Yeah.
I'd be in.
Yeah.
If I lost a little bit of weight,
Yeah.
I would be the alpha male. I don't believe in being an alpha, but I would be the alpha.
You remember that video of BlurredCon?
shit. I remember you showing me that shit. It's basically like
God, I
Black
love
Oda.
Mika
Right?
Burton.
But did you
That's
see?
fire. That's dope as shit.
see the
Damn, that's smart.
Yeah, they was there.
'Cause-
Tell me, did you see her? Oh,
Oh yeah, you guys talking about George Clinton again?
Huh?
Are you guys talking about George
Oh
Clinton
my
again?
God. Don't start that George Clinton shit again.
So, I feel like now, looking back on it, damn, it makes a lot of sense. I should go there. I would make a killing.
Too late now, man, because there's no way in fucking hell that I'm allowed to go to that shit now.
Well, I'll go. I'll be like, I got homies.
I'll
I'll just
pull
take
up, yeah.
pictures of y'all with me.
I've been wanting to go to
Like,
one
these
of
are my
those fucking
homies.
conventions for a while anyway.
You guys are banned from going because there's no way you're fucking going without me. So I can't go. So guess what? None of us are going.
Well, if you can't go, I'll just put you on an iPad like they did in South Park and carry you around.
Yeah, dog. You just gonna ride
There you go.
around.
This is my friend Ryan. I have to have him on a like big pole. Like he's that tall. That's how tall he is.
That's how tall he is.
I will be so sick. I would be sick to my stomach if I saw y'all motherfuckers at BlurCon. I would be sick.
You just see me.
I'll be
You just
sick.
see me, and I'm just like as happy, giddy as can be. And I'm with a girl that's wearing the black African princess John you had on your watch that I said looked like the Croods from last week.
Oh my God.
Oh man. I was saying earlier, I'd sit there and I'd be like, and I'd take a picture of a person that looks like the girl you had on your watch, the black African princess that I called the girl from the Croods.
We're not going down that road again.
That would be lit. I just, hey man.
Dog, because I knew exactly.
Or the chick from Atlantis.
If we would have went, I knew exactly what my costume would have been. I would have been a Black Witcher.
With all that would be fire. That girl Mika Burton, she just cosplayed as Yennefer.
Yeah, I would.
Dog, you want to see it?
No,
Here.
no, because
you wanna see it.
I have enough.
No, it's fine. I'll show you. It's fine.
Since I'm already here.
Don't worry. I have her shit on just.
But yeah, I would
speed dial,
100
essentially.
I would 100% cosplay as a Black. Ah, she didn't do it right. It's cute, but she didn't do it right. She could have.
Man, fuck you, man. Talk about my wife. Damn.
It's nice. That's it. But she could have sold it up a little.
Do you know how hard it is for black people to cosplay without being judged harshly? You racist.
It's not true because there's like 50,000 cosplay of color channels on Instagram, and I'm on all of them.
Well,
And they
you know
actually
what?
do it pretty damn good.
Well, you know what? Before this gets any meaner, let's move on.
Blurred, man. That's such. You got to start joining some of these Blurred chats if you want to meet girls like that. That's where you go.
Blurredcon.com. I feel like that'll be like very what's the word I'm looking for?
You can catfish.
Yeah, no, that's you. Must be nice. Go in there and like talk about anime and stuff. Like, yeah, I love this show. It's
You can
really
still
good.
go in there.
You watch this? Oh yeah, I watch it on subs
Yo,
and dubs.
you don't
Blah
understand.
blah blah.
A lot of black girls like that. When I went to Broccoli Fest, which I don't recommend
Broccoli
anyone
Fest.
going.
Weed?
Yeah, it had
Is it about weed?
Migos, Cardi B. It had Miguel. It had her. It had Nipsey Hussle.
Oh, you know who I would be if I went to
But
BlurredCon?
It was what?
I would be my character who's gonna be. This is a very disjointed version of this joke, but I would go as my potential character from Cyberpunk 2077. My perfect version of me. I'd finally make me with a big dang old dong,
Don't do that.
and I'd be false advertising.
Yo, if you went, Mike, I would talk you in.
Did you
to
know you could do that in
cosplaying as
cos?
fucking Majin Buu. I 150 cent will fucking Super Buu, where he has like no joke, bro. I was like, yo, because you
You can
real
do
big.
that.
Yeah, you should definitely do Super Buu.
So you telling me I'm gonna like paint myself pink?
Yeah, and then have the fucking.
Nigga, are you outside your mind?
It's BlurredCon, dog.
Nigga, I love Majin Buu. I wear a Majin Buu fucking shirt. I got like 3 of them at the crib.
Yo,
But
we're going to BlurredCon, dog. Like, I'm not walking into BlurredCon with you with some fucking T-shirt and some. Yo, we gotta.
nigga,
Yo,
I'm not pink. I'm not gonna be pink in that
But wait,
motherfucker, bro.
But what
yo,
if?
I'm gonna basically paint myself. I'm gonna be a Black Witcher, man.
What if
Nigga,
I had?
can see if you said like, yo, go as like Piccolo or somebody. Like,
Oh, so you gonna paint yourself green?
no, nigga, I wouldn't be green
Well,
either.
So how you gonna be Piccolo and not
Piccolo's
paint black, bro?
Piccolo's like considered black.
Piccolo's considered black.
He has a deep voice.
This is BlurredCon. These are cosplay costumes are going to be. Did you not?
I'd
see
really
the
rather
video?
be green than fucking pink, bro. Any fucking day.
All right. If you went as Piccolo,
Wow,
but
ouch.
all right, you. If
I'm
you went as
basically
Piccolo,
pink.
Don't do
you
that.
would have
Nah,
you
right, nah,
have
that's not what
to
I'm
paint
saying.
yourself
That's
green.
not what I'm saying.
You have to get like silicone and like it has to be like the real fucking deal.
I'm
So
gonna
you
have
would-
the ears and shit. Like,
Yeah,
I would,
and-
like,
and
So
tan and
basically,
everything,
you'll be
like,
wearing
yeah.
a plastic suit.
Like this is how these niggas' costumes are. Like these chicks.
Oh, they
in order
take like
for us to-
styrofoam and
yeah,
shit.
Like even if for us to even approach them, if this would happen, we have to have a lit ass fucking costume.
Yeah, I always
Like,
wanted to
you
cosplay
have
as
to have a
Dante
lit-ass
from
I don't
Devil
fuck
May
with
Cry.
anything enough to like really like go all out.
I always wanted to
Pink
cosplay
costume.
Dante from Devil May Cry, but I know I couldn't do it.
That's what I said. I
gotta
feel
wear
like
leather
Dragon
pants.
Ball Z. Someone from Dragon Ball Z would probably be the best.
I mean, that's what
I could be
Fuck
I could
with
be
the most.
Yajirobe. I could be Yajirobe with
Gotcha,
a sword.
fucking Roby, this dude said.
Yeah.
Oh my
You would do,
Cosplay is
you,
fucking
your
I'm
Gears of
cultural,
War
that is.
character. would
It
be
don't matter.
perfect.
It's a black nigga in a vest who's muscle as shit, and his like gear is like Master Chief without the helmet and without the
God.
sleeves.
Without the helmet.
That's basically what Gears of
That's
War
what
is.
it is. Like I'm not even joking. It's super simple, and you don't even got to paint yourself.
And you don't have to know anything because
Except
obviously
he's
no
black,
one else like
Yeah, because he's a black character.
no one else has
Black
brought
characters
anything
in
up
video
about
games.
him.
Oh, it's a lie. They are. Well, the best
How many
ones. There's
main-
only
How
two.
many main characters are black?
Two. Well,
Franklin.
one.
Franklin,
Franklin's hardly a
CJ.
main character. If anything,
The Walking Dead.
5.
Lee.
If you're talking about
Yeah,
Grand
but
Theft
he
Auto
gets- he
5,
doesn't get his own spotlight.
Franklin
Yes,
is
he
not a main
does. The whole
character.
first season when you played as Lee the entire time.
Oh, you're talking about the video game. I thought you were talking about the show. I'm like, there's that black guy's name was Lee.
Lee.
No,
The Walking
Lee's the
Dead
dude.
Lee is the number one
You gotta play
black
different
video
games,
game
man.
Lee,
character.
the bull that Rick
can
runs
make a
into
lot
at
of
the beginning of the
characters
show.
black.
No, that's Morgan. No.
Morgan, that's what I'm thinking.
No,
That's
no,
who
no,
I
no,
was
no.
thinking of.
Walking Dead has a Telltale series, season
Video
1,
game.
and it's banging.
And he has the little girl with him, right?
Yep.
The little. Yeah, I did play that. I
That
played
game
I played
was
a little
so
bit. I don't like the Telltale games. Though.
good.
'Cause
Really?
it's- 'cause
That
it's-
game was lit.
Like, so I'm always
missing out.
I'm always for a good story, but I feel
Right.
like there's more story than game in that
I
shit.
like that.
That's
I
true,
like
but
that.
it's
in those
so
games,
good.
it's
I
like
that. I
That's
like
kinda
that.
how
all
it
you're
gets
doing
in
is
Mass
walking
Effect
over
too.
to like one side of the
Like
room
Until
and then
Dawn and shit. Like Courtney and I, that's the first video.
But
game she's
depending on
actually
what part
fucking
of the
played
story
throughout.
you're in, the fact that there is so much storytelling going on, it really gets you involved in the drama and makes you really like panic when there's like crazy stuff going on. Makes you like, oh, I gotta make this decision real quick, or he's gonna die, or she's gonna die. We're all gonna die because there's zombies and shit.
yeah, but to me it's like
And the story is really like.
Story's
I
excellent.
will say this: I've shed a tear to plenty of movies. I ain't even gonna sit here and fucking lie to you. Video games, get the fuck out of here. There's nothing that can be sad. Walking Dead season 1, there's a part that I did tear at because it was so sad.
Yep.
And you felt it. I'm like, dog. And video games, they can do whatever. Like, oh, it's beautiful, but I'm not about to shed a tear of this movie.
Hold on, you talking about the show or the game?
No, the game. There's a
Walking Dead
scene in
Telltale
the
game. He's still
game.
talking
There's
about
a
the
scene
one with
in the
the
game.
Because I'm like,
There's
I
a scene.
don't remember that
There's
shit
a
being
scene in the
on.
game where it just almost tore me in half because it was so damn deep. I'm like, yo, they took the story of It's when the duck scene in the woods where Kenny and his wife. You know what I'm talking about? You know exactly what I'm talking about.
Yep.
That shit was horrible, man.
That was sad.
That shit tore me up, bro.
Yep.
Tore me up.
Because you have to choose.
I don't know what that is.
Tore me up. But that scene,
I don't know
that
what
scene,
happened.
like
That
that's
game
how
in
good
general
the story
was
is. Just
sad.
the story of the that's how good it is. Like it's.
I think it made me tear up too. I don't remember another
It's the
game
best
ever making me
Telltale
cry,
games.
and I played tons
Wolf
of
Among Us
games.
is okay.
That was a good game.
I feel like I would like Wolf Among Us if they turn it into like an HBO series.
Yeah, if they did a little more mature, it's already mature
It's
themed.
mature.
But if they did a little more with like, I feel like if they did a few more tales, like a few more,
Seasons it got canceled.
yeah, if they did a few more
canceled after
characters
the first
from
episode.
mythological characters, it'd be kind of
I feel
cool.
like if they did season 2, they would start introducing more because you never got to see King Cole.
Mm.
But I feel like they got canceled. But I
True.
thought it was a damn good game. They could have definitely used the second one.
Speaking of games that make you have reactions, I will say there was one game, well, that I can think of right now. There's a couple games that have probably done this, but I remember the one game that like made my jaw literally drop and got me into this style of game was Knights of the Old Republic. That game made my jaw drop.
You talking about
Same
Star
thing.
Wars game?
That it was basically, you remember Jade Empire, the twist towards halfway through the game.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. It was because BioWare always does that, where they have a twist in the really good storytelling style games with good combat, but it's like mostly storytelling. When they were on that type of thing, like when they were doing that type of game, every time they would have a twist that's like, oh my God, really? Like it happened. I played it again. I play it so much because I'm like, man, I want that feeling again. I want to forget what happened and just replay it.
It was just I would play it, but it's kind of like Final Fantasy, the original Final Fantasy. I just didn't like the game.
Too much turn based.
Yeah, I don't like turn based.
I don't blame you. It's hard to get used to. I only got it because that's the games I liked were all turn based at that time. Like it was tough to switch off of that because they didn't have a way to make combat seamless unless it was an action game like Devil May Cry.
Have you seen Gotham?
No, I haven't seen Gotham. I wanted to watch. I watched like two episodes or something. I watched the episode
When it
where
first
like
came
he's
out.
down in where the Italian dudes are, the Falcones, and I think it's the Inspector Gordon dude. He's detective at this point, and he's going to talk to the Falcones, and that's all I remember. Everything else is a blur for that for me. Because I feel like it's such a good show. I just feel like I haven't watched it. Because it's like one of those CW shows, right? Like you have to
No,
catch
it's
it on cable.
Fox. It's on
Oh,
Fox.
I don't have cable like that.
It has like the same
Netflix.
vibe. I feel
Yeah, of
like.
course.
It's all 5 seasons are on Netflix.
Oh, then yeah, I could probably watch it
Um,
there. I probably just
but
got sidetracked then if
it-
that's the case.
You gotta grind through the first season because
Mm.
when it first came out, I think I was in high school when it first, and I thought it was like, dang, I gotta watch this because I'm a Batman fan.
Right.
And then what I said was anyway. But what I was saying. And then I watched it a couple times and like I was like, yo, this shit's too slow.
Yeah.
And then I actually
That's
didn't
what gets
start
me with a
watching
show.
it remember when I broke my ankle?
Yep.
I was like, man, let me just watch this. Let me just grind through it. I picked up where I left off like 2 seasons. I just got through season 1. I'm like, yo, it wasn't bad.
Mm.
And then season 2, season 3, season 4, season 5, yo.
And then the son from it's in it, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And it's just
From
like,
Shameless.
basically, it's all, yo, he's
He's
by
Joker, ain't he?
Mm-hmm. Or a fake Joker or something. There's two of them.
He is
I don't know.
one of the all times, and I don't give like Jared Leto's Joker. I don't respect that Joker whatsoever. 'Cause
Yeah,
I hold my
he
Joker
was
a joke.
to a higher standard. Heath Ledger is by far the best Joker out of all of them.
Of course.
All of them.
Right.
Yeah.
They always praise Heath Ledger. They praise
Jack
Jack
Nicholson.
Nicholson, and they praise the original Joker.
Right.
And
Joaquin
now-
Phoenix was good.
And now they're
Joaquin
praising Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah, he was
real
excellent.
good because
He was realistic. He was super
I
realistic
get so mad, even though
Well,
he's on TV.
for the most part.
The boy who played Cameron, who played the Joker, his performance as that character was fucking phenomenal.
Mm.
It is he
is a talented dude. It is crazy because
is he just sadistic all the time, or does he turn
no,
into
what
that?
it is just
Because
like,
it's their origin stories.
because the guy honestly so the company that Fox didn't own the rights to Batman. Here's the thing. It's a show about Batman. You
It's
know
Warner
it's
Brothers.
Batman.
They just can't say Batman.
right. So you never hear Batman, like they don't have the rights to Batman.
Well, it's
and
because they're
Joker.
all kids. Yeah.
They don't have rights to certain villains. Like Bane, they have rights to. So basically, his name is Jerome
Mm.
in the series.
A white kid named Jerome.
But Joker Jerome. His
I know
real
an
name.
Asian dude named Jerome. It fucked me up.
Really?
His real name
Yeah.
was Jerome, but after a while, he was called Jay because his name starts with a J. So it's Jay, Joker, Jerome. And then he has a twin brother who's actually the real Joker, and his name is Jeremiah. So they're twins. So he's playing two different roles. Bro, they basically split the Joker in half. Pretty much, these two twin brothers, it's one actor, but he's playing twin brothers.
Right.
He's basically the Joker. You see the chaotic side of Joker, the crazy, don't give a fuck. That's Jeremiah. That's Jerome. Then you have the twisted, plotting, sneaky, intelligent side of the Joker. That's Jeremiah. But you see they're transitioning to who they are. But Jerome doesn't come into play fully. You see him in the first season, but you just introduced to him. And then
So wait a minute.
Doesn't one of them?
They just really just like kind of fucked the storyline up for the show.
Well, now that he's explained it the way he has, saying that they don't have the rights to Joker, it makes sense that they would have to twist it.
why would I want to watch that?
Because it's
I
different.
understand. Everyone says that. I understand. They did it really fucking well. And I'm a huge Batman fan.
Yeah.
I love Batman. This is probably some of the stories, because they don't own rights, they had to twist the stories a little bit, but it makes sense.
Like, it
because
can't be derivative of an original.
this goes
Batman or
back to the
Joker
Catwoman
story.
shit I was telling you earlier. I appreciate what they did because it still makes fucking sense. They're still following the plots of the comic book. Because you know how sometimes they fuck up. Like Catwoman isn't with Batman. She's with this nigga over here.
Mhm.
And they never fuck with each other. Like, that's fucked up. Why would you do that? They actually kept their relationship. Like, I could see this actually happening. Because how close, like Selena Kyle and Bruce Wayne, they grew up. Like, she witnessed his parents get murdered. That's not in the comics.
Right.
And like, they used her as a witness. And like, she was a witness and they were targeting her. So Bruce Wayne was like, well, she knows who killed my parents. Let her stay at my mansion, this most protected place. And that's how they met.
Mm.
And then it's like they built up a friendship, and she's like on off. It's like that on off relationship. Like,
I feel
they're real
like-
nice, then they break up and all that stuff. It's like,
So
but
it's
you
like
see-
MJ and Spider-Man.
right? But it's one of those build-ups where it's just like when they kiss for the first time, it's just like, damn, yeah, that's what's up.
So
You know
it's
what I
like,
mean?
you know
Like-
what? That makes sense for that side, though, because with all the Batman stuff I've seen, there's never one consistent woman he's ever with, except for like when he's fucking with Catwoman.
right?
That, like, he has a kid with her. He has a kid with,
I mean,
Talia al Ghul, too.
He had a baby with
But-
Talia al Ghul,
but that was a
a
different
one-night
storyline.
stand. That was
Yeah.
a one-night stand.
Really? I
Like, he
thought he
never
was,
has
like,
a
with her.
consistent
Nah,
girlfriend.
that was a
Huh?
one-night
They made it
stand.
like in the Dark
Oh, she
Knight.
caught
She-
that nigga slipping.
Yeah.
She drugged him. Because
What?
the thing with Talia al Ghul and Ra's al Ghul is the relationship with Bruce Wayne is that,
They're obsessed with him.
yeah, so Ra's al Ghul is the leader of this super elite assassin organization called the League of Assassins, or
Right.
sometimes aka the League of Shadows. He is all about justice, but he's about the wrong justice. You know, Batman doesn't believe in killing.
Right.
Ra's al Ghul believes by
Kill
any
him
means
means-
necessary,
yeah.
by any
They're
means.
going down.
So they have a huge code of honor, and if you're dishonored, they basically want to destroy Gotham because, you know, Gotham's like one of the worst cities ever. Their goal is to completely destroy Gotham and rebuild it from the ground up. That's their game.
Now, is his origin story, because in the movie he learns how to fight and everything from Ra's al Ghul. Is that the same thing in the comics or the other stories?
The whole Dark Knight series is completely canon, except
Mm.
for the basics.
Mm.
They kept the basics. Everything else is completely canon.
So
None
it's
of
not
that-
canon.
None of that. Yeah, not canon.
Okay,
I'm sorry,
cool.
not canon. It's not in the comics at all. But they still did, like, that's what I compare. They did a great fucking job. Not with Catwoman at the end. I thought that was kind of lame. And all honesty, I felt like the Joker should have been in the third one. He should have ended. The Joker should have ended it. That's what they should have did. But it was still great.
Well,
I
they
have
were going
all
off
of
a
them.
series that they didn't think was going to blow up because
That's true.
the original
That's true.
the original Batman, what was it? It wasn't the Dark Knight. It was Batman Begins.
I liked
Nobody
it.
liked it. I
liked
loved
it.
that movie.
I
I bought
liked
the movie based
I
video
liked it.
game and like that
And how
because they
did
didn't make it all based on the movie.
and how they did the whole Ra's al Ghul thing, that was good. But anyway, So
I thought it was very
appreciate and admires Batman and Bruce. He knows who Bruce Wayne is. Like he knows because he's connected. He's got money.
In the comics, you mean?
In the comics,
not
yeah,
in the movie.
in the movie too. Well,
He knew him already. He didn't know him beforehand.
Ra's al Ghul.
I mean, everybody knows who the Waynes are.
Yeah, he knows who Bruce Wayne is because Bruce Wayne, like you said, Ra's al
yeah.
Ghul's trained Bruce Wayne in the movies, but
I'm talking about beforehand.
no, in the comic books, no, he doesn't know. He never knew. He doesn't know. He finds out through his connections. But Ra's al Ghul appreciates and admires Batman and Bruce Wayne and wants him to be his successor because Ra's al Ghul is like a million years old, but he keeps.
He was kind of like that in the game too.
Yeah, exactly. He's 1,000. That's the comic book.
Right.
Yeah, that is the comic book.
He uses the Lazarus Pit.
The Lazarus Pit to revive himself.
And like in the second, was it the second game?
Batman.
There you go. The video games is the best storyline representation of the.
It was the second one.
It was
the
Arkham
video
City.
games
Arkham
are
City.
all on point. The video games are all on point. All the
Arkham Knight was
relationships,
trash
how
and
they are,
Arkham Asylum was good.
The video games
It
are
was, but it
100%
wasn't big
accurate.
enough.
The video games are 150% accurate. So yeah, that's the relations because he wants Batman to become the successor of the Demon Head.
Right.
And
he wanted him to lead the
wanted
league
that,
of assassins.
He wants Batman to be his successor.
And he wanted to have that connection to him, so
I was confused by that. I'm like, why do you want this nigga to fucking lead this shit? He don't want to.
He wanted Batman to be his successor and marry his daughter, who's Talia.
Who's bad as hell.
Yeah, and Talia.
Yeah, she was fire as fuck in that game.
Yo, Talia is like Talia likes Bruce Wayne.
Fuck the main dude in Arkham City though. Hugo Strange. Fuck Strange, man.
Hugo Strange.
He's a
like
bitch.
He cares about Talia, but when it comes to motherfucking
he's the one who killed her, right? In Arkham City? Hugo Strange killed Talia, right?
No, Joker did.
Oh, Joker. Well, fuck Joker.
Yeah, he did.
I don't remember that game too much. He got
but
I remember she got shot, right?
I thought it was Hugo Strange.
No, she got
stabbed.
Hugo Strange.
She got stabbed.
Hugo Strange enabled it though. He enabled all of that.
He did, but
anyways, my bad.
But that's what happened. She drugged Bruce Wayne one night. They had a baby, and Damian Wayne happened. He was raised in the League of the Shadow, so his grandfather is Ra's al Ghul and his dad's Batman. Damian Wayne's probably like the illest little boy on the fucking planet. Like
he had no choice but to be fucking ill as fuck.
He's fucking ridiculous. But Ra's al Ghul is in Gotham, and they do it well. They explain it like some people's character story background. They do it really well because it makes sense to the comic books. But after you get past the first little heap of fucking BS in Gotham, where
or
shit
different
starts
story
off,
rather, we should
where
say
the
BS.
storyline starts to take place because the main character is Jim Gordon when he first gets to the force.
When he's like a detective, right?
Yeah.
Oh, from Gotham. Yeah, I'm about to say, wait a minute. Yeah. He's like the main character. Yeah.
He's the main character, but you get introduced like Penguin's in it. Penguin's like a young,
and super skinny.
Yeah,
he's a young boy. I remember seeing that shit.
Young boy, so you see how he comes up.
He's like all skinny and shit. The skinny boy.
He works for Halle Berry's character, right? Or no?
No,
is it Halle Berry?
Jada
Pinkett. God, I'm stupid.
The Penguin is tremendous, dog. She's just a straight.
I got it
fucking
confused
because
Halle Berry was
his
Catwoman.
goal in the whole series is just dog. I'm going to be the king of Gotham. I'm going to be the biggest crime boss in Gotham. Period. There's not the Riddler's in it.
I don't remember his character too much.
You didn't collect all the question marks?
No, I know who he was. I'm saying I don't remember his character too much on Gotham.
That's what I'm saying. I'm just saying these are the names who was in it. The Riddler's in it. So you'll notice people like Bane's in it, but Bane's kind of lame, but he's in the lane. But when you get to Jerome, when the Joker's character starts getting in, bro, Gotham be on the next fucking level. Like he does a fantastic job in that fucking series as Joker.
He's a good actor.
Yo, he is phenomenal, dog. Phenomenal. For sure. I'm like, yo. Every time he was on the screen, I'm just like, damn. Like, and like as the series goes along, it gets like niggas' heads gets ripped off and blown off in this. This shit is like violent. It's pretty, and the bitches in it,
fire.
Let me show you Tabitha real quick.
He's like, duh.
Holy breast, Batman.
Holy tit fuck, Batman. Me and Mike were looking shit up earlier before we started, and we found a really fun fact because we were watching gameplay coverage on the new Spider-Man for PS5, Miles Morales, and we were like, why does he go by Morales? That's his mom's last name. His dad's last name is Davis, because we looked it up, and I was like, yeah, it's Davis. And it took me like 2 or 3 times to read it, and it was like, something was like, oh, so they don't make that connection. I was like, what connection are they talking about? And it was like, So they don't make that connection with his name, and because Hispanic families, somebody will typically use their mother's last name. I read it again, and it said, I said, I still didn't get it, and I said it out loud. It was like Miles Davis. So it was like, oh, okay. He doesn't want to be confused from Miles Davis, basically. All right, guys. So that's the It's Funny Budcast.
It's funny, but I get it.
It's funny, man. I get it. Some other time we'll tell you about the origin story of that. But yeah, we changed the name. Get the fuck over it. Thanks for listening. Peace.